Good day, learners. We have planned one training program on biodiversity loss assessment. So here you can see, you can subscribe our channel for the latest news and videos on environment impact assessment and related domain. So you can see this channel is EIA practitioner. You can also search by AK1 motivator or Akone services. So the training program which we have scheduled is biodiversity loss assessment. That is basic understanding for biodiversity loss assessment and calculation of the biodiversity loss in case any divergence are there. So for this training program, we have coverage that related to this biodiversity, basic understanding how to cover how to assess the biodiversity of any area, any study area or any project area, and then what type of other domains like stress on biodiversity, conservation of biodiversity, need and requirement and strategies, of course. How biodiversity is going to affect by industrial activities, the study area, seasonality of the study, biodiversity study for different aspects like marine study, terrestrial study, aquatic study. Then also we will going to deliver about ecosystem services, diversity loss and diversion, the parameters of the biodiversity loss. We have to go for the calculations. Like we have designed one Excel sheet for biodiversity loss calculator. So in this is one tool for calculation of biodiversity, including 22 parameters. These are the 22 parameters, and we have two options. So on that basis, we can also assess this how biodiversity loss. And this is 3-day program. So day wise, we have segregated. This is a type of module session. Day one, which we are going to cover about the biodiversity, means basic biodiversity, like understanding of the biodiversity and its study, ecology biodiversity as per the EI requirement, or we can say as per the QCI requirement, NABET requirement, right? So all these studies we have covered in day one, like how to go to study the biodiversity, what type of services are there, and also what is the methodology approach for terrestrial, aquatic, and marine. Some exercise is also there. So this is about day one. Then also we have day two and day three. So all 3 days we will cover about this. Like day two, we have covered about the actual scenario and strategies for biodiversity assessment at the site, like ecological impact assessment, all these things. And the last day means third day, we are going to calculate the biodiversity loss on the basis of 22 parameters, like how to make sampling, hotspot delineation, and all these things on the basis of secondary and primary data. And then you will see like ecological chain detections also we have done here in this module, how to do, and carbon sequestration and the diversity loss, along with one case study will show one report on biodiversity loss assessment, so that learners can understand like how this should be calculated for other project. Like it is not for only one diversion, it is for every type of example, every type of industry where diversions are there, any type of diversions are there. So you will be able to understand to calculate the biodiversity loss in terms of all 22 parameters. So, and apart from this, we have number of training programs, about 20, more than 100 training programs in EIA domain. And also we are publishing number of books in environment protection domain. Like currently we are editing two books. One is on the biodiversity loss, similarly the biodiversity loss assessment only for environment protection. Another is on wetland management. So we also invite people who are having such type of understanding or some case studies they have, so they can also contribute for for our this for book, and these books will be published by uh, IGI. One biodiversity loss will be published by IGI Global Publisher, and second to be published by Wetland Management can be published by uh, Apple Academic Press from USA. So both publishers are very renowned publishers. So that can be done as per if you are having interest in writing something, case studies or something. So you can also send us on our email. Emails are already there, or you can also contact us on using WhatsApp. So WhatsApp number, and this is the WhatsApp number 9909968953. Otherwise, you can call, or you can also email us the inquiry at akon.info@gmail.com. For this training program, we have the fees is 5,000 plus 990, and total fees will be 9,900. However, there is a concession for group. Means from one organization, if three people are there, so 10% concession will be there, and also individual person if they are from government organizations, are from the Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, or any DEFO, then they can also avail 10% concession on this training fees. And other the organization who have availed in group like more than five candidates will be there, then 20% concession will be given for on this amount, total amount. GST is applicable if you are going to have, means if you are asking for tax invoice. If there's no tax invoice, then you cannot, you should not pay the GST, right? GST is only applicable when you are asking for tax invoice, GST invoice, right? So for that reason only we have mentioned separately. If you are not having registration under GST, there is no problem. You cannot pay GST amount. Only you have to pay the basic amount, like 5,000 or concessional amount, which is going to come. But in case when you are asking for GST tax invoice, then GST is applicable in person. So if you have any type of query, then you can ask us. The email address, the WhatsApp number, etc. is given. Also, you can go to our website for any query. Here you can see the biodiversity loss assessment for ecosystem protection. So the last date for chapter submission, actually proposals we have received more than 50, and now it is closed, but full chapters submission is open up to 31st March 2024. So all the details are available online. You can click here, propose a chapter, and like here, this immediately will go to the next tab for submission of the chapters proposal. And after chapter proposal, you can submit, you can able to submit for accepted proposals only. Means full chapter can be submitted after acceptance of proposals. And another thing which I want to share for this one another book that is on wetland. So for wetland, you can see there is a call for paper, call for chapters that will be edited by three editors. Here you can see the details are there, and also this is available on line on web source, of course. And the date for proposal submission is 28 February 2024, and final full chapter submission is April 30. So you can also submit for wetland management, for biodiversity conservation and climate change mitigation. And in this case, biodiversity loss assessment for in ecosystem protection, this is the publisher IGI Global. And here you can submit like this title of the chapter, then all author you have to mention as example given, then proposal in the form of abstract something, additional information like tentative content, then click on submission. And it can be done after only login to this portal. Means you have to register with this portal, IGI global portal, then only you can submit, able to submit this proposal, right? So this is the information about this. And if you see, we have more than means number of proposals are there. About 117 book chapters we have published with the IGI Global, and number full 7 books we have published with IGI Global in different domains. All details are available in this format. Like here you can see, after this we have given some links for the books. Like this is we have given here zero waste emulsion technology, biostimulation remediation technologies for groundwater contamination, toxicity and waste management using bioremediation, and all this. So such type of books we have already published as a reference books, and these are available on Amazon or all other portals, are online portals. You can also procure from Book Depository or Google Books and IGI Global, etc. So this is our activity which we are going. We are doing this type of activity in training and knowledge dissemination. So you can also visit us on two websites like yeah. So one is account services. Here you can see related to as an environmental consultant, everything is it is covered under this. And for the Saraka research, it is for only knowledge dissemination, training, etc., capacity building. So here you can see call for paper proposals, etc., which we are disseminating on this website also. And for the training program, our upcoming training program, you can see on this website. And whenever you are like, also we have planned for another training program on ESG level one, because this is means we have three levels, one, two, three, and there is a form, Google form. If you are going for registration, then you have to fill this Google form after paying the fees. Requisite fees is there. That is soon in the process only, that after paying the fees, you can fill this form. Or also you can do another thing like you can share your full name, organization name, email, the transaction slip on WhatsApp for the registration. So it is not necessary or mandatory that you have to fill the form every time. You can only fill either you can fill the form, otherwise you can send the detail on WhatsApp. So that's all about this upcoming training program. You can register. And also we are uh, inviting for book chapters as we have discussed previously. So you can also contribute for your knowledge dissemination among the groups in academic and also in industry, between the industries. And also you can ask for a training program, for specific training program, not this one. Any like we can you can see here the list of training program we have given, a long list of EI training programs. It is already there in this way. Even like 3 month program we have, 1 week program is it is start from 1 day to 3 months, like 90 days. So we have a separate, like one is ABC in EI. It's so basic course 1 day for specially for students. And also we have training program for the professionals, right? So means every type of training program we have covered. And there are number of training programs in EI domain. If you are thinking about to attend any type of any domain or any new things like carbon footprint, LCA or anything, then we are providing here. So all these things we are having. You can just contact us for anything or any training program you want to go ahead. We are welcoming here. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.